Quick one, guys. Let me teach you how to do object tracking and detection at the same time using YOLOV9 with only 3 lines of code. Yes, you've heard me right. With only 3 lines of code. All thanks to Ultralytics for integrating YOLOV9 into their workflow. These guys are doing an amazing job, and now they've provided you this chance to only use 3 lines of code to run both object detection and tracking using YOLOV9. If you are new to the channel, kindly do me a favor by subscribing or hit the subscribe button. Also share my videos and turn on the notification icon on so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Ready to do it? Let's get right into it. Alright, so we'll start off from this folder I'm having here on my desktop, YOLOV9, and inside this folder I'm having both an image file and a test video we'll be using in this tutorial. So this is an image of a cat, and now we'll try to use YOLOV9 to detect and track this cat. Same for the video file as well. Okay, so without wasting much time, I'll just drag and drop this folder into Visual Studio Code and it will open it up. So over here you can see we're having the image and the video file, and also we're having our main.py file. So the first thing I'll go ahead and do is to install the dependencies we'll be using, and in this case we only need Ultralytics. So you just have to do pip install Ultralytics. But before you install Ultralytics, make sure you create a virtual environment so that there will not be any conflict between your packages. So that's quite advisable. And in case you don't know how to create virtual environment, I have a dedicated tutorial on the channel where the link will be in the description. Okay, so I'll click enter. And since I've already installed this, it will just go around and tell me all my requirements are already satisfied. I'll not waste that time. Okay, it's done already. So let me just clear the terminal. But in your case, it will just go ahead and install it. So after installing it, we have to import it. So we say from Ultralytics, as usual, we are coming to import YOLO. And that's it. So actually, we'll be using only 3 lines of code as said earlier on. After importing YOLO, the next thing is to specify the model we want to use. In this case, we are using YOLOV9. So what I'll go ahead and do is that our model here is equal to an instance of our YOLO, and in the parentheses here, you just specify the particular model you'll be using. So you just have to type YOLOV9 c.pt. So this the one you have to type, and when you run this will go ahead and download this pre-trained model for you so that you can go ahead and use in your code. Let's just download this pre-trained model before we continue. So I'll run this code. You guys have to make sure you have an internet connection so that this will go ahead and download it for you. So right here you can see it's downloading the model from this particular GitHub repository. Alrighty, so guys, our model is being downloaded, and you can see the model here. So we've successfully downloaded it, and that's it. We can now go ahead and use it. So the first thing I'll go ahead and do now is to run inference on an image. So use it to detect and track objects in an image. So for that, I'll just save our results. Maybe save it in a result file, and this is equal to model. And inside our model, we just have to specify the path to the image you want to use. And I have cat.jpg right here. So you can see we have cat.jpg, and that's the name. You just have to specify the name. And one important one, we have to specify that, okay, save is equal to true. So make sure you specify that one so that you go ahead and save it in your directory for you in a folder called runs. So I'll go ahead and run this one as well. Alrighty, so our results is now saved to runs, detect, and predict. Okay, so that's it. Let's check runs, detect, and predict. So over here, these are results. And with this, we are just doing object detection. So we have detected the cat, and this is how it looks. But the actual thing we want to do is object tracking. So to do tracking is just easy. You just have to do model.track, and that's it. So let's run this once again, and now we'll both detect and track this object or this cat in the image. Okay, it's done once again, and shout out to Australities once again, because this is really cool. We just use only 3 lines of code to do this. I think this is cool. This is awesome. Just use 3 lines of code. So it's saved now in run, detect, and track. So when we open runs, we have detect and we have track right here. And when you open it, you can see now it's not only detecting the cat, but it's also tracking it. So it has given it ID of 1. Okay, so that's what it's doing. So now we are doing object detection and tracking using YOLOV9, and this is very good. It looks great. I think the detection confidence provided by YOLOV9 model is very cool. The localization, to just look at the bounding box, is be able to detect the exact position where the cat is in the image. So this is great. Now the final thing is to perform this on a video file. So for video file, it's quite the same procedure. You just have to specify the name of the video file you want to use, and then you go ahead and run it. So you can do detect by just removing the track, but since it's object tracking video, because I think I have a lot of videos on YOLOV9 on how to detect already, so I will not do detect for this video file. Let me just change the name right here, and then we will do object tracking for that video file. So the name of the video file is test.mp4, and that's it. If I could spell mp4 correctly, mp4. So that's all you need. 3 lines of code, and then you have to just run it. So guys, you can see it has started. So it's taking our frame one by one. So it has calculated the maximum frame, which is about 240 frames, and we are now 6 frames out of 49. So this will take some time. So I went ahead and ran this, and I've saved some couple of videos, so I will show you how it looks like. But for now, you can leave yours if you are following. You can leave yours so that it will run and it will be saved in the same track folder for you. At the end, it will show you the directory where it's being saved. You can just open it and then play it for yourself. Okay, so for me, I've saved it already on desktop. I've done some couple of them. I've saved it on desktop. So let me show you how it looks like, so that I don't wait for all these to finish before we proceed with the tutorial. So I'll just kill this on my terminal, and then I'll close Visual Studio Code. And then this is the first one I've tried. So I've tried it on this video, and you can see how great is detecting and tracking. So you can see person with the ID, the motorbike or motorcycle with the ID. And I think I'm falling in love with YOLOV9, honestly, because its localization is very great. It's always locates the object accurately. I think that's a bit better than YOLO V8. If you guys could compare them or watch my comparison video I did too on some couple of videos, I think the thing is with the localization is very accurate. Just look at the bounding box, so you can see it's just on the exact person is detecting, and the tracking too is perfect. These IDs are just not changing over time. It's given to the same motorbike. So guys, this is great. This is cool. Let's check it out on the second video I tried it on. So that one is here, and you can see how it's performing as well. So fantastic. Is that really a track there? I don't think so. Let's confirm from the original video, because ID1 track, the confidence is 60 and 70 something. Let's confirm whether it's truly a track from the original video. So right here is the test video. No, that's not a track. So it's just thinking this signboard right here is a track, and I don't get it. It doesn't really look like a track, but what else can we say? That's YOLOV9 for you. But I think it's good, but I don't think you should detect this as a track. What do you guys think? Let me have it in the comment section. So let's try it out once again, and detecting this signboard as a track. the thing is, I'm not so worried about detecting it as a track, but just look at the detection confidence, about 70%, 60, 70%. So that's where the trouble comes. That is detecting this with a confidence of 60, 70% that is a track. I think it's a bit problematic in this case. So guys, that's it. That's how simple you can use YOLOV9 to detect and track objects in your video. It's very simple as this. Only 3 lines of code, and I think it's awesome already. So you guys should check it out, and also let me know what you think in the comment section. You should leave all your opinions. In upcoming video, I'll show you how to use this tracking to count. So based on the tracking, you use it to count objects as well. So maybe you can do like attendance system whereby you are counting number of people entering some particular zone or spot. So we'll try and do that using YOLOV9. If you want that video, just comment under this video, and I'll be glad to do it. So thanks for watching, and once again, I'll see you in the upcoming tutorial.